Hello everyone and welcome back to another masterclass where I teach you how to master resonators in the most simple way possible. Today we're diving into the brand new 5-star Fusion DPS Galbrena, featuring Galbrena from the wutheringwaves series. So if you want to maximize Galbrena's potential and dominate the battlefield, stick around. Let's break down on kit, rotations, echo sets, weapons, and team comps. Let's dive in. Alright, let's start with Galbrena's core mechanics, her Forte circuit, which is split into two parts, Afterflame and Synflame. The left side is called Afterflame, or simply the red bar. You'll see this bar below Galbrena's portrait when she's off-field. Every time your teammate uses an echo skill, it increases the red bar by 8 points, up to a maximum of 40. However, using echo skills with the same name won't stack, only unique echo skills count. So, in a full team, using 5 different echo skills will completely fill the bar. And now we'll move on to the purple bar called Synflame. It maxes out at 100 points and fills as you perform basic attacks, heavy attacks, resonance skills, or intro skills. Once it's full, your resonance skills becomes enhanced, and that's your cue to activate it and enter her enhanced states for massive damage. Galbrena's main tools are her basic and heavy attacks, both which are important for building her combo flow and overall damage. Galbrena's basic attacks has 4 hits in total. The first 3 deal standard heavy type damage, but the 4th hit is special. It has a short charge motion and deals echo damage, which is a big part of her total DPS. In most cases, you want to focus on this 4th hit. After performing it, you can instantly chain back to the 2nd hit of the basic combo or hold attack and go straight into the heavy attack. This cancels the recovery animation and keeps your rotation smooth, and lets Galbrena stack damage faster. Her heavy attack also has 3 hits. The first 2 deal heavy attack type damage, and the 3rd hit delivers echo damage with a noticeable charge. And just like before, it's the final heavy attack that really matters. It hits hard and can chain directly back to your basic combo. A simple combo to follow is heavy into 2 basics, into heavy, and then repeat. This looping pattern keeps you chaining on high multiplier hits without dropping your damage flow. Now for a mid-air attack, when you jump and tap attack, she performs a plunge attack. If you hold the button instead, she'll start raining bullets, then plunge when you release. It looks flashy, but the damage and energy gain is usually low, so it's rarely used in practical rotations. Overall, Galbrena's ground combo flow is all about chaining the last hit of her basic and heavy attacks together. That's where her real power comes from. Next up, let's talk about her dodge, Health Stride. After performing any attack, basic or heavy, her next dodge becomes a slide. It counts as a regular dodge, but here's the trick. It doesn't reset her combo chain. That means you can dodge enemy attacks in mid-combo and instantly continue attacking. No lost damage and no awkward resets. Now let's talk about the bread and butter of Galbrena's resonance skill and enhanced stat. When used, she dashes forward and leaps into the air. Tapping the button makes her perform a plunging strike. However, its damage is lower than their basic attacks, so it's not part of her main combos. The real advantage here is the 5 short second cooldown, which makes it perfect for quickly regenerating Synflame energy, the purple bar on her Forte circuit. And now for the fun part, her enhanced state. Once your purple bar is full, your resonance skill upgrades to an Ascent of Malice, transforming Galbrena into her demon hypostasis form. In this mode, both the red and purple bars merge into a single 100-point energy bar. Every basic and heavy attack consumes energy and to become enhanced attacks with a brand new multiplier. In this state, her enhanced basic attack has 5 parts. The first 3 deal heavy attack damage, the last 2 deal echo damage, and the 5th hit where she automatically loops back to a 3rd attack, allowing for an infinite combo cycle as long as she has energy left. Let's break down the key parts. The 3rd hit lifts her slightly into the air and spreads her fiery wings. This deals heavy attack and consumes a lot of energy. This move also triggers her dodge counter. The 4th hit dives down and creates a spatial rift and traps enemies, and the 5th hit kicks the rift and causing it to explode and deal massive burst damage. Here's where Health Stride becomes essential. The 3rd enhanced hit consists of 3 small slashes and 1 big wing strike. The small hits only use a bit of energy, but the final wing strike consumes 50 energy and triggers her dodge counter. If this dodge counter activates mid-combo, you lose time and potentially a full cycle of her strongest attacks, resulting into major damage loss. To prevent that, when the dodge counter triggers, quickly press dodge again to activate Health Stride. Health Stride cancels the counter without resetting your combo, letting you continue smoothly into the 4th and 5th hits. This is the key to maintaining Galbrena's maximum DPS and flow during her burst phase. In summary, focus only on enhanced basic attacks since they deliver the highest sustained damage. Use Hellstrike to cancel any dodge counters without interrupting your combo. Avoid wasting time on enhanced heavy, aerial, or resonance skills since they add little value. Essentially, when Galbrena is entering her demon hypostasis form, it's all about keeping that enhanced basic combo chain going, managing energy efficiently, and maintaining perfect combo with a Hellstrike for smooth and uninterrupted DPS. And now for Resonance Liberation, Galbrena gains a 14-second buff that increases her enhanced basic attack and heavy attack multipliers by 85%, almost doubling her output. You can use Liberation before or after entering Enhanced state, but the best combo is Enhanced skills into Resonance Liberation. And that way, both your Liberation and Enhanced attacks benefits from every single buff that you've built up. Her outer skill is straightforward, pure damage. Her intro skill, however, is super flexible. It can directly chain into the second hit of her basic or heavy combo, letting you jump right into your rotation without losing tempo. And now with everything that I've mentioned, let's dive into her actual rotation. Hold basic attack, and then switch to the other character. You start with your intro skill, hold basic attack 2 times, use your echo skill, your enhanced resonance skill, resonance liberation, basic attack until all your forte points has been used. Try to do dodge cancels as well. And then hold basic, and then finally outro skill. And that's Galbrena's full kit and rotation. Galbrena is both stylish and your personal devil hunter. Here are skill priority and talent priority you should aim for. Alright, let's talk about sequences. Is it worth pulling for Galbrena beyond sequence 0? Here's the breakdown. Sequence 1 is a nice early boost. It increases crit damage of enhanced attacks, and the amount depends on your team setup. In a typical lineup of Galbrena, Lupa, and Shorekeeper, you're looking at a 48% damage boost. But in the future, with a fully optimized team, that number jumps about 80%. On top of that, it gives interruption immunity during the final hit of her enhanced basic attack, which is a neat addition, but the truth is, Galbrena's 5th enhanced hit already stalls enemies really well, so the practical impact is fairly minor. Now to sequence 2. This one's a bit tricky to understand from the wording, but it just says that it increases attack bonus by 350%, and that's referring to her Burning Divine buff. Normally, Burning Divine gives a 20% attack increase, but at S2 it becomes 20% times 4.5, so effectively a 90% attack buff. If we translate that to real gameplay impact, that's roughly a 23% damage increase, a solid setup for players who want more consistent DPS without relying on pure crit luck. Next is S3, which is straightforward. It boosts Resonance Liberation multiplier by 130%, a 1.3 times increase. When converted into real numbers, that's about a 20% bump in liberation damage overall. It's not groundbreaking, but it makes your nuke moments feel much heavier and more satisfying. As for S4 and S5, there's not much to say. As you can see on the screen, casting an Echo skill grants 20% all attribute damage bonus for 20 seconds for the entire team, and Enhanced Resonance skill damage is increased by 150%. And then at S6, everything comes together and it's absolutely cracked. First, it increases the post-liberation enhanced attack multiplier by 60%, and this scales multiplicatively. So the original formula of the base times 1.85 becomes base times 1.85 times 1.6, which is a massive upgrade for her overall burst damage. Second, when you enter enhanced states, you gain a fusion damage deepen buff that scales with your after flame stacks. That gives about a 37% boost in the standard Galbrena plus Lupa plus Shorekeeper team, and that can reach a 46% in future optimized setups, which is huge. So yeah, S6 completely transforms her into a monster level DPS that sustains high output across her rotation. So the recommended sequence, S0R1 is perfectly fine for most players. She's already strong enough and very playable. S2R1 if you want a noticeable jump in consistency and damage, which is the sweet spot. S3R1 for those who want extra liberation damage buffs without going all in beyond that. S6 is pure luxury and incredibly powerful, but definitely more for Galbrena mains and big spenders. So if you're tight on pulls, aim for S2R1, which is the best value for both casual and semi-competitive players. And now for our echo sets. Galbrena has only one main echo set, which is a 3 Flame Wing Shadow and a 2 Flaming Clawprint, or Molten Rift. This is the go-to setup as main DPS, and for your main stat priorities, it should be a crit rate or crit damage on your 4 cost, a fusion damage on your 3 cost, and a attack percent on your 1 cost. Your subset priority should be crit rate or crit damage, attack percent, light attack or energy recharge, and heavy attack damage bonus. But for energy regen, 120% is very comfortable, while 110 is the minimum viable threshold. Now on for weapons. Galbrena's signature weapon is hands down her best in slot, as it gives 24% damage deepen bonus and 8% defense ignore, and since almost most of her damage comes from heavy and echo attack, this buff is practically active 100% of the time. As for alternatives, both the Last Dance and Woodland Aria work fine as stat sticks, but Woodland Aria gives way too much crit rate, and Galbrena already has plenty built onto her kit, so it's very easy to overcap. That means the Last Dance ends up being stronger and more balanced option if you're not running her signature weapon. Alright, let's talk about team comps. One of the best team synergy for Galbrena, here are top team comps. Team 1 consists of Churian, Lupa, Forlova, Iuno, and Shorekeeper. Galbrena is primarily your main damage dealer, mainly dealing echo damage and heavy attack. Her damage relies heavily on allies to help generate Afterflame by using their own echo skills, so team synergy is key. Your sub DPS options are as follows. Churian, who's not yet released, is the perfect support for Galbrena, generating multiple echo skills to fully charge Afterflame. His Ultra skill also provides a huge echo damage skill deepen buff to Galbrena. Lupa also gives fusion and attack demos to Galbrena, while also allowing all allies to ignore enemy fusion res. Her Ultra skill also grants fusion damage deepen buff to Galbrena. Forlova's Scarlet Coda also counts as an echo skill, giving Galbrena an 8 extra Afterflame points, and her Ultra skill boosts heavy attack damage by 25%. Finally, Iuno can provide massive heavy attack damage deepen, making her a solid sub DPS choice. Meanwhile, Shorekeeper contributes to healing, all 15% damage deepen effect, and her Liberation adds crit rate and crit damage and anti-interruption. Together, these 4 resonators form Galbrena's ideal team composition. Team 2 consists of Galbrena, Forlova, and Cantarella. Forlova's Scarlet Coda counts as an echo skill, giving Galbrena an extra 8 Afterflame points. On top of that, her Ultra skill provides a 25% heavy attack damage deepen buff, boosting Galbrena's overall damage significantly. Cantarella helps stack Afterflame even further by providing additional echo skills, keeping Galbrena's damage ramped up consistently. And that's it for the team composition. And with all of this said, what do you guys think about Galbrena? Are you planning to pull for her? Let us know in the comment section below. For any updates or changes to the guide, be sure to check the pinned comment. If this guide helps you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more quick and easy Wuthering Waves guides. Thanks for watching, best of luck with your pulls, and have a wonderful day.
A fresh delicacy.
Back off.